week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of the daughter of Babylon, and to preach the good news, meaning the gospel, to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, we're just going to go into open forum, all right, once again. All right, and as always, before we get started, we're going to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. All right, so like I said, just go into open forum. All right, just wherever the Spirit takes us. If you brothers ain't got nothing, then I'll grab something real quick. All right, matter of fact, yeah, I already know I'm gonna start with it. I'm in the continuation of what we was talking about before. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the book of Sirach, chapter 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 20. Let's see. Okay, Sirach, chapter 18, and verse 20. As a matter of fact, okay, it says, "Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy." All right, so before judgment. All right, before, the Lord brings some kind of calamity upon you. All right, if a brother could, give me Job 31:3. All right, before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. All right, which is what we all need, okay? We all need mercy in these times, all right? Because without that, we're through. The only reason why we're breathing, the only reason we can use the bathroom correctly, all right, is because of the mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? Other than that, like I said, we be up out of here. Okay, you can get that precept.
It's Job chapter 31 and verse 3. It says, "It's not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity."
All right. It's not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. All right. Iniquity meaning lawlessness, the Greek word anomia. All right. A condition without law. Okay. It's not destruction to the workers of iniquity. Okay. Those that do evil. All right. So that's the reason why, once again, Sirach 18 and 20, it says, "Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sins, show repentance." Brother, now give me Proverbs 16 and 18, okay?
All right, I got it.
Okay, go ahead and bring it out.
This is Proverbs 16 and 18.
Let's scoot up to the camera so I can hear you.
Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
All right, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. That's why I said, humble thyself, okay? Because the Most High, He resists the proud, but He gives grace unto the humble. You can pull that up in 1 Peter 5th chapter. Okay, I think it's 1 Peter 5 and 3, all right? So you got to humble yourself before you're sick, before the time of judgment comes upon you, and hope in His mercy, hope that you find mercy in the day of visitation, all right? Because a lot of people, the Lord He's bringing different judgments forth each and every single day. All right, a lot of people, they have no clue, all right, of why these different things happen on the earth. Okay, they have no clue of why their grandma got brain cancer. They have no clue of why their favorite cousin Pookie, all right, caught three to the face. All right, they got no clue why they best friend got deleted in a car accident. Okay, it's all because of the judgment of the Lord. They didn't humble themselves before Him, so He came with those punishments. Okay, strange punishments to the workers of iniquity. Strange judgments to those that turn away from the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, you got that precept? Oh, I'll let this truck go by. Now, brother, I now get Zephaniah 3 and 5.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 6. It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High God, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, that He may exalt you in due time."
All right, humble yourself that He may exalt you in due time. All right, you want to be acceptable unto the Lord? Okay, you got to humble yourself. All right, a lot of people, they have a problem with that, man. You get Psalms 51 and 17. Okay, I believe it says Psalms 51, it tells you a broken and contrite spirit with a Lord not abhor. Okay, you want the Lord to listen to you. You want Him to draw nigh unto you. All right, you got to come humble, all right, before the time of judgment comes upon you. All right, you got that precept? Psalms 51 and might be 17.
Let's see. Psalm 51.
While you looking for that, hey, brother, now bring out Zephaniah 3 and 5 right quick.
Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
All right, go ahead and find it right quick. All right, he not a Lord, something like that. All right, read that again, Salakia.
Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
All right. Every morning does he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Meaning what they're not aware of why these different things happen. Okay, as I said before. All right, so that's why you got to humble yourself before that time comes. The destruction comes upon you at unawares. All right, because that's how the Lord get down. All right, he'll get you when you least expect it. All right, everything's all good. You're getting off work. Okay, you in a drive-through like in that movie Menace to Society. he tried to go through the drive-through and get a burger, and Cain, which is the spirit created for vengeance in that movie, came upon him and jacked him for his wills. Okay, the Lord can do you like that, man. All right, and that's the thing about it. You know, a lot of Jakes every day. All right, they end up on the wrong side of that judgment, and a lot of them don't make it out of that. Okay. So that every morning doth he bring forth his judgment to light, but the unjust knoweth no shame. I mean, they're going to continue on in their wickedness, continue on doing what the hell they want to do, because they have not humbled themselves in the sight of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, which is going to lead to their destruction. Let me go back to that precept. You found one?
Yeah, it's the same precept, we just worded differently.
Okay.
But, Psalm chapter 51, verse 17, it says, the sacrifices of the Most High, God, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O power, thou wilt not despise.
Okay, so that was the right one. Okay, the water. All right. So the broken and a contrite heart without not despise. All right. So once again, that goes with humility. Okay, not thinking that you a top dog, you a boss B, you got it all under control. That's one thing that when you come into this truth, all right, you learn that you don't have nothing under control. As a matter of fact, brother, now give me Job the 23rd chapter, right quick. Okay, when you come into this truth, one of the first things you realize is that you're fully under the mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You don't have control in anything. Okay, that humbles you greatly. All right, there's no room to be proud and arrogant. All right, in this thing of ours. Let me get that again. The book of Sirach, chapter 18, and verse 22. It's 21. Excuse me. It says, "Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sins, shew repentance." It says, "Let nothing hinder thee to pay thy vow in due time, and defer not until death to be justified." Okay. So once again, all right, don't wait until you got your deathbed. You got tubes up your nose. You got a catheter. All right. You got to be fed through a feeding tube. The Lord then tore you up, and then now you want to seek the Lord. Okay, you could have avoided all that if you had just served the Lord from the get-go, from the beginning. All right, brother, now you got that Job 23?
Yep.
Okay, get Job 23 and start at verse 13.
Job 23 and 13. But he is in one mind, who can turn him? And what his soul desires, even that he doeth.
Yep, keep reading.
For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and many such things were with him.
All right, so he is of one mind, and once he decides something, who can turn it? All right, says, for he will perform the thing that he has set for me. So once again, you have no control over your destiny. All right, that's the reason why the scriptures say, all right, after everything we say, we have to say, Lord's will this, Lord's will that. Okay, I think that's James 4 and 15. Brother Rayah, can you grab that? Hold the Job 23, Baba Kashah. Don't leave off that yet. Okay, so you know it's all up to the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. What happens to us? That's why we have to be humble before His sight. Okay, we're just chess pieces, and He can move around, you know, our chess piece whithersoever He will. He can lead us into death, or He can lead us into salvation. Okay, get that precept.
And this is St. James chapter 4 and verse 15. It says, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will, we shall live and do this or that.
All right, so you ought to say, if the Lord will, we'll do this or that. Okay, because you don't know. All right, you got a lot of guys, all right, boasting and bragging about all the money they gonna make. They making plans for summer 2025 and all that. All right. Well, the scriptures say not to do that. I got the precept. You going to Proverbs 27? Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll bring it out, or unless you got it already. Okay. Yep. The scriptures say not to do that, man, because you don't know what the day of the Lord has in store for you. Okay. This is Proverbs 27:1. It says, "Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth." Okay. So you don't know what the Lord has planned for you. All right. Your destiny is fully in control by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Get some rocky 11th chapter. Okay? So that's why you got to humble yourself before him. All right? Because the Most High hates pride. We brought it out earlier. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before fall. And that's what this place pushes on you, is that mindset of pride, arrogance. All right? That's all you see, especially from these damn women. Okay? That's why most of the 2/3 is going to be women. All right? The Lord going to destroy them. It said in Ezekiel 9, it said, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations. All right, and then it says, slay utterly old and young, both maids, that's a young woman, little children, and women. So both young women and old women going to get the sword, man, because why America has pushed that pride on them. They following behind the ways of Esau, man. Okay, really, Eve has the same mindset as the so-called white man, because they're joined hand in hand in this wicked, sinful kingdom. All right, going all the way back to the garden. Okay. Eve made that pact with the serpent. All right, they became one. They joined. She forsook the Heavenly Father and joined unto the serpent. So she follows behind him. He's the most proud, man. Once again, that's going to lead to your death and your destruction. All right, brother. Now keep reading on that Job 23.
Job 23 and 15. Therefore am I troubled at his presence when I consider I am afraid of him.
Right, it says, Job 23:15, therefore I am troubled at his presence, knowing that he has full control over you. All right, whatever happens to you is not your will, it's his. That's the scary thing about it. Okay, he can send evil spirits on you to bug you out. Or he could do all kind of things, man. All right, that's why he's known as the king of terrors. All right, I think there's a little more read on that. Okay.
But God maketh my heart soft, and the Almighty troubleth me.
Right. Yep. And that's Job that's saying that. You saw what happened to Job. All right. Now, of course, Job he's an example for us of remaining faithful. All right, and eventually being rewarded. All right, at the end. Okay. But once again, all right, it's all up to the Lord. That's the scary thing about it, man. All right. Let me continue on in that Sirach. I'm gonna go back. The book of Sirach, chapter 18. Oh my gosh, man, this wind. I hate days like this. It's annoying. Fighting with it. Hey, just Salaki, bear with me. All right, the book of Sirach, chapter 18, and verse 24. All right, it says, think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face. When thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger. And when thou art rich, think upon poverty and need. All right, so in a time of prosperity, all right, the Lord, that's when the Lord can get at you. And that's, once again, that's why it behooves you to fear the Lord before the judgment starts coming down. Because most people, they're gonna wait until the last minute, all right, and then they're gonna try to act like they were serving the Most High the whole time. Okay, matter of fact, the brother give me Isaiah 58:2 in the New Living Translation. All right, Isaiah 58:2 in the NLT. Okay, that's what most people are gonna do, man. They're gonna wait until the very last minute. They see all hell break loose. Then they're gonna want to seek the Lord. Then they're gonna try to act like they were serving the Lord the whole time. All right, you seen that happen with the 1-9. Okay, when the 1-9 happened, even today, Bible sales are skyrocketing. Okay, why is that? Because people are starting to see what's going on in the world, and now they're gonna try to act like, oh, I've been serving the Lord the whole time. No, you ain't. Stop lying. Get that Isaiah 58:2.
So Isaiah 58:2 in the NLT, it says, yet they act so pious. They come to the temple every day and seem delighted to learn all about me. They act like a righteous nation that would never abandon the laws of its God. They ask me to take action on their behalf, pretending they want to be near me.
Right. See, when all hell breaks loose, they're gonna try to spring up like, oh, like, come on, God, it's me. Who are you, nigga? The Lord don't know you. All right. Why? Because what? You didn't make yourself known to the Lord. You weren't seeking Him before all the calamity struck. You wait until the last minute. And don't get me wrong. I think there's a scripture that says He will save some at the 11th hour. Okay, right. So yes, some people are going to come in towards the end. All right, but for the most part, all right, especially once the famine of the word hit, that's it. All right, the doors of mercy are going to be closed, man. Okay, so you got to seek the Lord now. You got to think upon the calamities that He can bring upon you now. Okay, like I said, you might go home and you got a lot of food in your fridge. Imagine that fridge being empty. All right, imagine that fridge is empty. You try to go to the grocery store and that thing got raided and ain't no food on the shelves. That's what's going to come. All right, then what are you going to do in that day? It don't matter how much money you got in your bank account. That ain't going to matter. All right, the only way you're going to eat, the Lord wants you to eat, man. Okay, people are going to find out that this word is the most precious thing on the face of the earth very soon. All right, right now, like I said, it's very easy to kind of disregard everything because we're in a time of peace, but it ain't gonna be that way for long. All right, let me get that again. So, Rock chapter 18 and verse 24. It says, "Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance when He shall turn away His face. When thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger, and thou art rich. Think upon poverty and need." It says, from the morning until the evening, the time is changed, and all things are soon done before the Lord. So they'll come fast, soon. All right? It's a lot here for the wind. It's a real windy day, but so Rock 18 and 27. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So Rock 18 and 27, it says, "A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning will beware of offense, but a fool will not observe time." All right, wise. Okay, stop. I'm gonna read that again. Yeah, we're gonna check the weather. I should check the weather, man. But it's all good. Should have did an indoor camp, but I ain't gonna trip. So Rock 18 and 27. "A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of offense. But a fool will not observe time." Okay. All right. And how do you observe time? You see what's going on in the world. You line it up with biblical prophecy. A fool is not going to do that because in their mind, they think everything's all good. They're not looking forward to the coming of the day of the Lord, man. All right, the day of wrath and distress. All right, because they're comfortable here in Babylon the Great. All right, even though we know that day is going to be a day of wrath and darkness. All right, anything could be better. Anything gonna be better than this, man. We can't wait to get the hell up out of here. See? All right, so we're constantly, watching and praying, hoping that we're kind of worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass. Matter of fact, okay, Sirach 11? Yeah,
Sirach 11:4.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and bring that out.
This is Sirach, chapter 11, and verse 4. It says, "Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in a day of honor. For the works of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yashai are wonderful, and His works among men are hidden."
Right. Okay, you want to speak on that?
Yep. So the clothing and the raiment, is what we're wearing right now. All right. It's further symbolic of security. All right. Because it says in the curses in Deuteronomy 28, around the 40th verse, how we would have to rely on our enemies, the wants of all things, through the raiment, through the food, the water. Okay. And that's part of that wicked covering that Jake is still seeking refuge under. Okay, that's why there's, it's not convenient for Jake to seek the word of the Lord because there's still running water, electricity, and gas. It's all that shit shuts off. Okay, but eventually, all right. For example, there's going to be cybernetics that takes place in America, Babylon the Great, in which Esau, Edom, the central bankers, the Dukes of Edom, are going to further blame on Russia. All right, and the other enemies of America, Babylon the Great, mainly Russia. Okay, all right. But nonetheless, the point is, it says in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall fall upon them. And then within a twinkling of an eye, all these fake, phony, faithless, ravenous people, okay, that are living like brute beasts, eating, drinking, and defecating like brute beasts, are going to conveniently seek the word of the Lord. They're going to seek comfort. They're going to seek clarity as to why such evil things They're going to seek comfort, any manner of comfort, okay, and clarity, okay, to explain why such evil things have taken place in the earth. But we've been prophesying about these things for decades, going back to Abba Bivens, man, our elder Abba Bivens, in 69.
I got a precept to add. All right. The book, as he said, not to take solace in your possessions, essentially, not to boost yourself in that, because none of that stuff really matters. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9 and verse 23. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, and let not the rich man glory in his riches. But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord." Okay? So you're not supposed to glory in your material wealth. These things are not gonna matter, all right, in the days that we're coming into. Okay? And I want that's Sirach 11. I actually want you to get I think it was verse 14. I was thinking of actually. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead and bring it out.
Yeah, I'll read it again.
The elements.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, so this is back in Sirach 11 and 4. It says, "Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt thyself in a day of honor. But it's like, for the works of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yeshai, wonderful, and his works among men are hidden." That's part of the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. All right, that that the masses of the world, all right, marveling after Esau's beast system, are unaware of. And that's why in the precept in 2 Ezra chapter 12 and verse 36, all right, starting verse 35, it says, "This is a dream that thou sawest, and these are the interpretations." It says, "Thou only hast been meet to know the secret of the highest, Yahweh, by Shem Yashai." And the point in 2 Ezra 12 and 37 says, "Therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in a book, and hide them." Okay? So that lines up with Sirach 11 and 4 about the works of the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yashai, amongst men, as in the masses of men, being hidden. Okay? And that's why when our hell breaks loose, it's going to be a cry for wine in the streets. That's what it is, a cry for wine. Right? Everyone, so for the most part, collectively sees comfort in all the wrong directions. When the true source of comfort is the comforter, right? The Holy Spirit, the gospel.
They looking for love in all the wrong places. All right, I got a quick precept on that as well. And then my brother, now you got that Ezekiel 33. Okay, hold that just for a sec. All right, dang man, these pages flying around so much. Okay, I'm gonna get the book of what you talk about, the secrets. All right, Lord, that's something that's hidden. Can you get 1 Corinthians 2 and 7? Okay, this is Psalms 25th chapter. All right, this is where you're supposed to glory in is knowing the mysteries of the Lord. All right, Psalms 25 and verse 14. It says, "The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant." All right. Okay. So the secrets of the Lord, that's where the glory lies in. All right. Not in clothing and raiment and your material wealth, what kind of car you drive, what kind of house you live in. That's it's really a bunch of crap. All right, all that's going to be destroyed. Okay. If the Lord wanted you to be rich, he would just make you rich. I think that's Sirach 11 and 21. That was the one I was actually going towards. But before we get that, I'm gonna have you jump back on that Sirach 11, brother. Now get Ezekiel 33. Get Ezekiel 33 and read verse crap. Man, dang pages. Ezekiel 33 and start at verse where is it at? Okay, here it is. Ezekiel 33 and 30. Okay.
All right. This is Ezekiel 33 and 30. "Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from the Lord."
All right, right. So everyone comes and says, They said, let's hear what the word of the Lord is. All right, keep reading.
And they come unto thee as the people coming, and they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after covetousness.
All right. Okay. So it says they come and sit before you as my people. All right. And they hear my words, but they will not do them. All right. Even though they pretend to love the Lord, their heart just goeth after covetousness. All right. Covetousness meaning desire of vainglory, particularly money. Usually is that's what most people's mind is on. Chasing a bag. Okay. I keep reading on that.
And they come. Okay.
Yeah, you get just stay on the chapter. So you
I'm still there.
okay.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice, that can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not.
All right, they hear thy words, but they do them not. All right, so to them it's like you're one that plays a beautiful instrument. They hear your words, but they do them not. Meaning most people just see it as entertainment. All right, and the truth is really not about being entertained. Okay, they see it as entertainment, but then when they're not watching the videos, their mind is on the same stuff everybody else's mind is on, which is chasing a bag. And none of these things are going to matter,
Right.
all right, in the time we're coming into. Okay, just stay on the chapter. Okay,
I'm there, I'm still there.
okay, keep going.
And then it says, Ezekiel 33 and 33, and with this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then will they know that a prophet has been among them.
All right, that's it. Okay, when all these things come to pass, then they shall know that a prophet has been among them. All right, Slaki, I'm gonna hit this comment board right quick. All right, Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah, son of Yahweh 144. Shalom. He put up Jeremiah 4 and 22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Fire. And then he put up also, let me see, 2 Chronicles 15 and 13. All right, that whosoever would not seek the Lord, God of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. Fire. Hold up. Let this guy go by. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. The brother also put up Psalms 111 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. The water, the fire. I'm not gonna get all of them because there's so many. All right, let's see. He put up James 1 and 22 and 23. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. All right, that's fire. Right, we got to be doers of the word, not just hearers. Okay, before judgment comes, you got to examine yourself to see, are you truly in the faith? All right, I forgot exactly what that's what it said. Okay, gone. All right, but I'm gonna add on to that.
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 5:11.
Okay. No, that's not it.
Terror of the Lord.
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 5 and 11 says, therefore knowing the terror of the Lord, persuade men. Now, the one I'm thinking about, it says,
I know what you're talking about. I think it may be in Corinthians.
yeah, it's in Corinthians. Okay, all right, the water. I'm gonna add on to what he just brought out, though. Okay, being a hearer of the word, a doer of the word, all right, instead of just a hearer. Okay, I'm gonna get Matthew the 7th chapter. All right, Matthew chapter 7 and verse Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Yahushua had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. All right. But the main point, okay, once again, all right, if you're building a house, brother, now can you give me Psalms 127? If you're building a house, you got to build it on a solid foundation. All right, this solid foundation is Yahweh Shai. Okay, anything other than that, all right, and to do that, you got to be a doer of the word. Okay, anything other than that, it's gonna fall down when the storm comes. All right, like I said, and that storm is coming. The storm represents Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. All right, when that storm comes, you're not gonna have that foundation that's gonna hold you firm. You're gonna be blown around with the wind. Okay,
Psalms 127 and 1. Except the Lord build a house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain.
Okay, right. Except the Lord build a house, all right, and unless the Lord is your foundation, all right, you build it in vain. There's a whole lot of different houses out here, a lot of different temples of idols, okay? A lot of different people out here that are given to idol worship. Okay, so their foundation is not built on the Lord, all right? And what was the second part of that? Unless the watchman.
That's right. So the second part, except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain.
Right, except the Lord keep the city. Unless the Lord is with you, then what's going to happen? In these times of calamity, all right, your house is going to come tumbling down, all right, expeditiously too, okay? So once again, so what do you got to do? You can't just be a hearer of the word. You got to be a doer. You got to build your foundation, all right? You got to build your house on that strong foundation, which is Yahweh Shai, all right, the chief cornerstone, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Isaiah 28 and get that. All right, a lot of people have built their foundation on a covenant that they made with Esau and his beast system. All right, and that's gonna crumble because that flood, that storm is gonna come through and wipe it all down. All right, the book of Isaiah, chapter 28. Bear with me. Pages flying around. All right, okay, got it. Isaiah 28, and I'm gonna start at verse Isaiah 28, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation, and he that believeth shall not make haste. Okay? And ultimately, we talked about how in Ezekiel 33, they come and listen to your words, but then their heart goeth after covetousness. That's because they're too impatient to just wait on the Lord to bring them the kingdom. Okay, could you give me Lamentations 3, I believe verse 32? It says that it's good for a man that he wait on the Lord, okay? And then brother, now give me Romans 5, all right? Okay, it's good that a man waits on the Lord. It says that he that believeth on Yahweh Shai shall not make haste. Okay, meaning what? You're gonna wait on his mercy, all right? It's a good thing, it builds character, all right? And then when you see, it's that much sweeter when you get these little small victories. And when we finally get the great victory, it's going to be that much sweeter, man. All right? Let me know when you got that scripture. Lamentations 3, and I think it's verse 32. Yeah, I think we're going to close out further because it's just too much. You got Lamentations 3?
Well, I got it. But, yeah, I'll just read it. Lamentations 3 and 32. Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 32. It says, but though he cast grief, yet will he have compassion according to the multitude of his mercies. For he...
Yeah, it's too much today, man. I think we're going to close it early. Hold on, one sec, Salaki. Bear with me, hold up.
What does it say?
Matter of fact, hold up. While I'm looking for this, go ahead and hit Romans 5. Just start Romans 5. Salakia, bear with us.
How's it go?
It says it is good for a man to wait on the Lord. Yeah, go ahead and hit Romans 5 and 1. Salakia. I don't know, it's just a strange day.
Yeah, go. Okay, this is Romans 5 and 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach,
All right, keep going.
by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand, and rejoice in the hope of the glory of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Yep, keep going.
And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
Okay, right, exactly. All right, so it's good for us to go through these different things, okay? Because all these things bring us closer to the Most High through knowledge, wisdom, all right, perfecting of the Spirit, okay? We found the precept I was looking for too. Go ahead and bring that one out, that Lamentations 3. Our brother Rayab. Lamentations 3 and 26. That's what it was. Salakia for that.
This is Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 26. It says, it is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Right. Okay. It's good for a man that he should both hope and wait for the salvation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right. So all these things we go through, all right, it builds us up in the spirit. And it's going to be that much sweeter when we get the victory. That's what it says. He that believeth on him shall not make haste. All right, you're not going to try to run and go and try to obtain the kingdom of heaven on this side. All right, you're gonna wait for that greater glory. As a matter of fact, I got a quick precept on that as well. All right, and brother Anah, you still holding Romans 5? Okay. All right, I got a quick precept I want to bring out. Actually, matter of fact, could you get it for me? Proverbs 18 and 12, okay? 18 and 12, because it tells you in the scriptures that before honor comes humility. That's the program of the Lord, okay? And before destruction, a man's spirit is haughty, meaning he's lifted up, all right? Go ahead and hit that precept whenever you get it.
This is Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 12. It says, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility.
All right, before honor is humility, so that's the program of the Lord, okay? And before destruction, the spirit of a man is haughty, meaning you're arrogant, lifted up, all right, prideful, okay? That's why in 1 John, the 2nd chapter, all right, the Lord said, he warned against that, okay? He said, love not the world, nor the things that are in the world, all right? For whoever so loved the world, the love of the Father is not in him, all right? The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. All right, because all these things lead to your downfall. All right, it's a good thing for you to quietly wait on the hope and salvation of the Lord. Okay, it builds you up in the spirit. Brother, now you still got that Romans 5? Okay, get Romans 5. Start up a few verses again. I think verse like 2.
Okay, Romans 5 and 2. By whom also we have access.
Start 3, my bad, 3.
And not only so,
yeah, hang on one second. Before you start, let me just look at it right quick. I want to make sure I got you starting off the right spot. Yeah, go ahead and start from 1 again. Go ahead and start from 1.
Romans 5 and 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord, Yahweh Shai.
All right, keep reading.
By whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High.
All right, keep reading.
And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
All right, keep reading.
And hope maketh not ashamed, but the love of the Most High is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us.
Okay, all right, yep, that's it. That's it, right? So all these things are good. They build you up in the spirit. And that's all part of having faith. Okay, having faith on that set foundation, all right, that rock, all right, which is Yahweh Shai that the Lord set, okay, for a chief cornerstone in Zion. Okay, now let me continue on with that. All right, Isaiah 28, Isaiah chapter 28, and I'm going to read that again, verse 16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I will lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, and a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding places. Okay, so once again, what does that talk about? Is the storm going to come? At a chariot?
Yep.
Oh, right there?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you who's speaking.
Yeah, no, I see
It ain't no plane.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's beautiful right there.
Con.
Hey, it looked like a rainbow. It looked like a, con. Yeah, call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. It almost looked like a rainbow next to it too. Which is weird because it ain't even rain out here.
Right.
It ain't even rain, so that's strange to see a rainbow. Because it ain't a cloud in the sky. Hey, that's crazy, man.
And it's slowly, it's like descending.
Yeah, I see it. Hey, you know what else is crazy too? Yeah, you ain't just the only one in the sky. You know what else is crazy? Is that, look, hey man, this wind is bothering me. I was starting to get discouraged. You know, I'm gonna push on through now, man. All right, the chariot's like, nah, don't give up, brother, keep going. Yeah, we're gonna push through. I ain't gonna lie, I'm irritated. I'm annoyed with this weather. It's cold and it's windy, man. But anyways, we gonna keep on pushing, man. All right. Like, hey, the scripture we just read? He that believeth on him shall not make haste. We gonna sit through and endure this. All right, let's continue on, man. All right, Isaiah 28 and verse 18. Okay. All right, and the reason I'm reading this because, as I said before, all right, that a lot of our people they haven't set their house upon that chief cornerstone. They set it upon the refuge of lies, which is Babylon the Great, and all of the wayward doctrines and philosophies of this place. Okay, but this is what the scriptures say. Isaiah 28 and verse 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. Okay, all right. And what's the overflowing scourge? The wave of destruction that the Most High, that beast of destruction that the Most High is getting ready to bring upon Babylon the Great. Okay, because most of our people have trusted in this place as their refuge. All right, you got a precept, Mark?
This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 2. It says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Okay, going into what we were talking about earlier at the previous camp, about how the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, only bestows his mysteries upon the meek. Okay, and how wisdom cannot dwell in the purity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of traitors shall destroy them. All right, so Okay, read this again. Proverbs 11 and 3 says, the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. All right, so the integrity of the upright is going to be their guide. All right, when all hell breaks loose. All right, it says in Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, of these perilous times we're coming in, these terrible times. Okay, when all the resources are scarce and done away with. Okay, all right, people gonna have to, the righteous gonna have to live off the grid. Okay, like Elder Pastor Tahar was speaking about at their camp last night, how it's not far-fetched that certain brothers gonna have to dwell in caves and shit, man. Okay, there's a he mentioned he referenced an account where there was some jakes in the scriptures that were dwelling in caves. Okay, I believe actually when the prophets were hiding from what's that demon's name, Jezebel and King Ahab's wicked ass.
Yeah.
They had to seek refuge under caves, man. Okay, for a short for a particular season, particular moment in time, a certain duration. Right? Some of us gonna have to live like this, man. Like in that movie with Wesley Snipes and what's the name? That movie Demolition Man, where the comedian Dennis Leary's character and the people that were following him were off the grid.
Yeah.
You see?
King David had to go. He had to hide inside the caves to get away from Saul.
Hey, so even some where some of the righteous, a good number of the righteous have to live like that. Okay, you know, getting off the grid. Okay, their integrity. Okay, for rejecting this beast system and the mark of this beast system being that RFID chip. All right, that microchip. All right, is going to make them. Is going to have them be deemed worthy enough to be spared from the indignation through the plagues of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. Okay, because the transgressors, the wickedness of the transgressors, okay, the perverseness, the distortion of these transgressors that are part of the masses of the world that marvel after this beast system will end up taking the mark of the beast. All right, their perverseness and their transgression is going to destroy them, man, because their beast-like nature is going to manifest, and they're going to be going to war amongst themselves over a scarcity of resources, man. As it's prophesied in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Okay, you know, invading each other's homes and whatnot. So it's about to get real out here, man. All that fake stability is going to be a thing of the past.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep. I got to add on to that, matter of fact. All right, going into that as well. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall be found empty." All right, and that's what I was talking about before. All right, right now you can probably go in your fridge and you got something in there, maybe a gallon of milk, a couple of eggs, even though a carton of eggs about $10 damn. All right,
Cheese.
right, maybe some cheese in there, a couple, loaf of bread, and you'll be all right. All right, but what you gonna do when ain't no food in the fridge, and you go to the grocery store, ain't no food at the grocery store, all right? Ain't no food in the food pantry. People gonna freak out. They gonna lose their damn mind. Only way you gonna eat is if the Lord wants you to eat in that day. Yep. Oh, let me see. Brother put something up. Okay. He put up. I'm gonna read this in just a second. That's a fire script. All right, Bear. I'm gonna continue on with this. All right. The brother put up. That's like it. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 23. "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." Okay, and that's another thing too. All right, friends fighting against each other like enemies. All right, because once again, ain't gonna be no food. All right, people gonna be freaking out. You see Mo Chariot? Con. All right, I'm slacking. Man, I'm already a little messed up today. But anyways, the springs of the fountain shall stand still. All right. So a lot of these benefits and all that's gonna be cut off. As it says in Isaiah 32, the vintage shall fail, it shall not come. The gathering shall not come. All right. And another thing too, I did a video this past week about what would happen if America got hit by an EMP attack. Because a lot of these systems that we use are ran off electricity. All right, so everything will pretty much shut down. Okay, so people be freaking out, man. You can't have running water without you can't even have running water without electricity, man.
That's right.
All right,
Everything's tied into the grid.
Yeah, everything.
You know what I'm saying? So like that new movie. I'm gonna finish it later on. That 0 Day series on Netflix. All right, it's predictive programming on this devil Esau getting ready to do, because which is what shut down the internet way of things and everything integrated within this grid,
Right.
This power grid. Because as Klaus Schwab had pointed out, he's in this creepy ass German voice, he's like, people should be pay attention to incomprehensive cyber attack. He said so many words. He said people should be paying attention to the frightening scenario in his creepy ass German voice. Where he
said what?
Klaus Schwab said people should be aware of the frightening scenario of an incomprehensive cyber attack that would affect the logistics, the transportation, the global supply. I forgot what he said about that. But basically, what he was saying was that the economy, the logistics, in terms of how we get our goods through the freight, the freight exporting, all right, through the trains and the trucks and the truck drivers and whatnot, and the logistics, transportation system, all right, will be shut down.
Yeah.
Okay. So why did he bring awareness to that several years ago? Because that's predictive programming, and this 0 Day series is no exception to that, man. All right. It's AKA that predictive programming is otherwise known as the revelation of the method. because in Esau's demented mind, people can't say that they were not aware of his satanic NWO agenda because he was telling them subliminally, all right, through his predictive program.
That's part of the left hand magic too. They gotta tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. So they put it in movies. You know,
Right. The Hegelian dialectic.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing too is that, like you said, desensitizing people to these things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of it, they'll put it on YouTube. They won't put it on the news because they don't want everybody to be aware of everything they do. But some of it they'll put on YouTube so people who are depressed can watch it.
Well, speaking of that, through the Spirit, there's another reason why the Lord Yahweh by Shem and Shai allowed that drone to be shot down out of the sky by a chariot. I think it may be done somewhere down here in Texas, maybe Austin or somewhere. And cause you know, this was over a month ago, you know, especially in Jersey and so forth, there was a trend where there's a whole bunch of drones being seen.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's this one incident where a drone got shot down out of the sky by another aircraft. All right, and it was a chariot through the Spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem and Shai, man. Okay, you know, so just to add on what the brother was saying. Okay, you know, that's why these certain things being further broadcasted.
Right.
Okay, for people to see it. Mainly, the only people that matter to the Lord, the elect to see it. Okay, you know, and you know, including us and hopeful.
Yeah. Let me hit this comment right quick. The brother put up. All right, he put up Haggai 1:6. It says, "Ye have sown much and brought in little. Ye eat, but you have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes." That's it. Fire. Yeah, but that goes into the curses. I have poverty. Okay. And then the brother, I also put up Isaiah 19:15. "And neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail or branch or rush may do." All right, and that's gonna hit really hard. All right. Once again, if this power grid go out, because ain't nobody gonna be going to work. Actually, in that video I put up, he was talking about that, man. He was saying in that time come, police ain't finna be out because they're gonna be too busy trying to protect their own families.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be clocking in no job, man. They're gonna be trying to make sure that nobody raid their crib. All right.
It could be no more 911 dispatchers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's integrated within the system.
Right.
That's, you know, so that's why there ain't gonna be no more goddamn domestic violence cases at that time, man. Because the Constitution, for one, the Constitution gonna be suspended. Yeah, right. And we're gonna be in the midst of a lawless society. Okay.
And already suspended the Constitution.
Well, it's gonna be officially suspended where anything goes, like in those Purge movies, man. All right, it says back in 1-4, man. All right, you know how, you know, because righteous judgment, you know, has not been upheld. You know, wicked judgment preceded, roughly paraphrasing. That's gonna really further manifest when our hell breaks loose, man. Okay. So, and that's going to include no more 911 dispatches. So like I was saying, for example, there's not going to be no more you wicked hoes, all right, not going to be able to call Esau Edom, okay, Big Zaddy Esau Edom, okay, through 911 dispatches, because you're going to hear a dial tone, man.
That's right.
Okay, you're gonna hear a unfamiliar sound when you dial those 3 digits. When you go to dial those 3 digits, all right, ain't nobody gonna hear you, okay. And even if you do manage, through the Spirit, even if you do manage to reach a 911 dispatcher, they're not going to care to even send anybody out there, man. Because over there in Pennsylvania, not too long ago, there was like 2 states, including Pennsylvania, that did a test run where they suspended their police force, man. I know Pennsylvania did it. Richley, Maryland was the other area that did it, where they suspended their police force for a time, man. Okay, where people were calling 911 and there was no damn answer. Okay, so that's gonna be widespread throughout America, Babylon the Great. You see, so that's a part of that doom that's coming, man. So goddamn right with doomsday prophets, man. Because without us being doomsday prophets and forecasting, you know, that doom that's coming through the spirit of prophecy, okay, Yahweh Shai, there wouldn't be any further indication of Yahweh Shai's return. If there was any doom being prophesied, man, towards the epitome of wickedness, the modern day inhabitants of Mount Seir, the Edomites, okay, and the rest of these heathen nations, okay, these damn idolatrous heathen nations, 2/3 of our own people that are wicked.
Yep.
That's why, once again, that precept I quoted earlier in Isaiah 66, verses 15 and 16, about the slain the Lord being many, is going to take place on all those people I just mentioned, man.
Yep.
And it's only going to overpass the righteous that fear the Lord. Okay?
Can you get Zephaniah, the first chapter?
Right. So right now, your Constitution means nothing to President Trump. He's showing you that your Constitution means absolutely nothing. So you can only see what's getting ready to come, unless you're ignorant.
They revised their own policies, like the 14th Amendment.
Right.
He recently, looked to revise the 14th Amendment, and he also recently came out and made passed an executive order the law, the language of the land. And as they did the same thing during the lynch mobs in the 19th century against the so-called Mexicans, okay, where they were lynching you for speaking loud Spanish and acting uppity, man. So Trump is just a spokesperson for these Edomites, because that's another indication of that old ancient hatred of Esau, Edom, being further awakened towards Jacob.
Right.
Yep. And what's that going to lead to? Civil war. Because we are not our ancestors, man. All right.
That's what they going.
And the Lord, he gonna raise up certain men to judge the mount of Esau.
That's right.
Okay, so this coming. Let me get this precept right quick. All right. This is the book of Haggai, chapter 2, and verse 21. It says, "Speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth." Okay, and when you go into that word, Zerubbabel, okay, in the Hebrew, all right, that word means sown in Babylon. All right, so that's talking about those Israelites that are in Babylon, starting off with the head tribe of Judah. He said, "I'm gonna shake the heavens and the earth." Habakkuk 2 and 22, it says, "And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of kingdoms of the heathen, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, everyone by the sword of his brother." All right, so what is that talking about? Civil war. All right, and the chief of nations, Babylon the Great, America. We always talk about it, man. It's all over the scriptures. Race wars, class wars, civil wars, economic woes. Okay, and it's going to happen from many different directions. Okay, because not only, once again, the food crisis, people gonna be, losing their jobs. That's already happening. Okay, thousands of people losing their jobs under the Trump administration. Okay, government jobs being cut, businesses closing down, food prices are going up. All right, we in a small town right here, but in a city like Chicago or Atlanta or Miami, they're saying people gonna start looting quick. All right, niggas already know they looking for a reason to loot. They don't give a damn, man. And that's gonna happen all throughout the states.
You should hold that second Ezra 6.
Nah.
If you can go back there's a precept. I think it's the 24th verse.
Okay.
where it
says all these that will escape shall see my salvation.
Nah, with the one where it speaks about how they would be wasting in sport. It's in that same chapter. A couple of verses down from they're around the 24th verse, around there, or the 26th verse.
All right, hang on.
Think about how people are going to be fighting over resources, man.
Man, pages.
Now, I'm gonna make a point.
Okay.
I can bring it up. 2nd Ezra 6 and what?
It might be 24.
2nd Ezra 6 and 24 talks about it says, "You shall see my salvation." Let me see. Oh no, at the time friendship fight, I
That's
guess.
it, yep.
Okay, I read that one already. I'm gonna read it again though. All right, 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. "And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run."
And the springs of the fountain shall stand still, man. What do you mean? It's going to be a scarcity of resources out here, man. There's going to be there's going to be there's going to be a period of time where the precious commodities of the necessities of mankind is going to cease, okay, to the point where people are going to panic enough to look at each other with evil eye. These people already don't give a damn about each other, man. That's why in Costco's, about a week ago, there was a video that may or may not have went viral where people in Costco's were acting like monkeys, man. Okay, fighting over eggs. Okay, fighting over cartons of eggs in Costco's, man. That's why when you go to, I don't even shop at Costco's, but you go, at Costco's, all right, certain Costco's nationwide, okay, there's a surplus of eggs, man, a shortage of eggs, okay. That's just egg. That's just a test run. Now, beef prices are skyrocketing. Okay, and then on top of that, that's further affecting the farming industry. Okay, but again, they're having to slaughter more chickens. Now they're complaining to the government. And the government don't give a shit about them, man. So first of all, it's wicked as hell to tax farmers. Okay, all right. When the farming, okay, the crops and whatnot they're cultivating and the animals they're raising in the farming industry, okay, is done by their own means. It's not by way of the aid of the government, but they get taxed for it. See, now they're in a predicament where, you know, cause a lot of them are faithless. So they're in a predicament where now they're complaining to Esau Edom, like that one nigga farmer with the Karl Malone hat. I believe it's a black, the Black Farming Administration, something like that, and he was complaining to Esau Edom, man. Esau don't give a shit about your complaints, man. Okay, so these people are gonna be in straits, just like Esau in these last days, these perilous times, man. And they're gonna have to fend for themselves because they're not covered by that mark of exemption, man, at the wall. All right, ultimately under the bloodshed of Yahushua. Okay, so when these people out here starving to death, when they're dehydrating to death, all right, the Lord's gonna laugh in the face of their calamity because being that wickedness is the standard of America, Babylon the Great, and really as a result of that, the entire world, the majority of people are wicked, all right, because they marvel after these beast systems, all right, because America, Babylon the Great is like the Mecca of all living, okay, until this place continues to deteriorate to where these people are forced to face reality.
Well, the mother of harlots, as it says, all the nations are drunk off her wine. All right, you go to other countries on the other side of the world. You got women walking around, they damn nose stuck up. Where you think they learned that shit from, man? They learned that from America, Babylon the Great, watching these bitches over here. All right, on TikTok and Instagram.
And they used to do that in India and Saudi Arabia. Now they raise the women over there trying to act like women over here.
That's why, for example, to expound on that point, these fucking these Muslim women, you know, from Ishmael and Elam and such, they're proud as hell now. Now they want to drive and so forth. Now they look you dead in your eyes like they can take you. Okay, I remember there's one chick from Jordan that I was working with, but you came over here with her hijab and shit. And right after Trump announced that Muslim ban from 2018, now she started dressing like a harlot. Okay, but this is Nahum.
Yeah, they learned that shit from America.
The junk.
Yeah.
Like drunkenness.
And also, they dads ain't having that because a lot of these women that's coming from these other countries in the so-called Middle East, they come over here and they see the way these American women act. They try to emulate that shit. And they get OnlyFans and all that. They parents will kill them. They own that. That's a law. They can do that over there.
Yeah. Yep.
They call it's something about like not shame. It's like a family anti-shaming law on the name of the family because it's actually talked about in the scriptures. If your daughter is shameless and she's a whore, she'll make you a laughing stock of the whole city. So over there in them other countries, man, all right, they follow behind the ways of these American women. They get their ass. They dads are killing, man. All right.
Oh, like over there in Iran at some kind of college, university in Iran, there's this bitch that was walking around, some young female that was walking around in her drawers, man, in her underwear, her bra and her undergarments, panties, whatever she was wearing, and her bra. All right, she got apprehended instantly. Ishmael and Elam don't play that shit. Okay, over there. All right, that's why that nigga bitch that went over there to the boy was cussing out Ishmael at some car rental place, got her ass apprehended. She's very fortunate she didn't get put to death. Yeah. And then sleepy, creepy, pedo Jim Crow Joe had to beg Dubois, the leadership of Dubois, to release her.
Should have left the ass over there.
Fine.
Same with what's that tall basketball dunking bitch?
Dak Tyson. What's her name?
Brittany Griner. Yeah. Should have left the ass in Russia, man.
Yeah, she's another one.
We don't need no more of them fucking carpet munching, big basketball dunking assholes and big ass feet. We don't need no more of that shit, man. All right.
Yeah, this is Sirach 42:11. It says, "Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude." Okay, a byword is like a hissing taunt, like nigger, spick, beater, Indian, meaning savage, and so forth. So in the case of a woman, A byword to a woman is like a bitch, which is a female dog, which bitch is in the Bible.
You want to get that?
I
think it's around 26:25.
You have to get in the
GNT. Yeah, go ahead and pull it up on your phone, man. Yeah, the scriptures say a shameless woman shall be counted as it says a self-willed woman should be counted as a bitch. All right, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Okay, that's a female dog is a bitch, man. Yeah, go ahead and pull that up right quick in the Good News translation.
Yep, and that's why, as I'm finding this, just expanding that point. That's why, when your daughter's a harlot, or your daughter's a harlot, and let's say you work in a corporate job, and your daughter's a harlot. As soon as you get to your job, the people that see you gonna be snickering. They're gonna look at you and snicker. What the hell is wrong with these people? Right. And then you're gonna get word that they're snickering because they found out that your daughter is a shameless smut bucket that was seen on OnlyFans.
Hey, imagine you one of these little kids growing up. And you go to middle school, and all the little boys is like, yeah, we got a picture of your mom's butthole for $3.99.
That actually happened to Kim Kardashian.
I believe it.
That happened to her. I believe that happened. Maybe. Anyway, that thing, that tape resurfaced, and one of the kids found out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hit that precept.
26.
I think 26:25. Yeah. In the Good News translation. Okay, kind of, yeah. Yeah, man. Lord ain't with all that. Yeah, it's everything being exposed though, man. The way these people act. People are sick of America too. That's why just recently, the Chancellor of Germany, the newly elected Chancellor of Germany, he said he's an economic powerhouse. Germany's an economic powerhouse of Europe. He said we got to separate ourselves from America. Also, I believe just yesterday, Norway announced, another European nation announced that they're not going to give fuel to the U.S. Navy anymore for their ships. So Europe, what is this bringing? This is bringing us into Revelation 17. The nations are going to turn on Babylon the Great, man.
On top of that, shortly after that Zelensky meeting, a shouting match between him, Trump, and J.D. Vance. Yeah. Shortly after that, certain EU members came out and advocated their support for Ukraine. Why? Because Ukraine is the breadbasket of the world, and specifically in Europe. So a lot of people have dealings with Ukraine, so it's foolish for them to abandon their own sovereign interests just because America has a bone to pick out with Ukraine.
And UK talking about they sending troops over there.
Yeah,
the United Kingdom, they said they're going to send troops to help Ukraine since America don't want to do it. Yeah, man. I mean, really, what's happening is Revelation 17 getting ready to happen, where it tells you all the European nations are going to turn against Babylon the Great. All right, Jeremiah 49, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, to World War III, because, bro, did you see, Trump, he posted an AI depiction
I seen that.
of what he wants Gaza to be like.
Trump Gaza.
Yeah, he had this big ass statue, and Nero did the same thing in ancient Rome, bro. That's Nero, man.
Another thing too, it was confirmed that he actually posted that himself on one of his accounts. And then what was perverse about it, it showed two belly dancers with beards on their faces.
Oh wow!
So they're pushing that androgynous Baphomet spirit out there.
Hey, but you know them small hats, they love that. Them small hats, a bunch of faggots.
So that further exposed Trump as a damn perverted sexual deviant as well, who's definitely on that Epstein list. Yep. So they're talking about releasing that Epstein list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His ass is definitely on it.
There was what was that, Gene Hackley or something like that? Some white actor just got deleted a couple days ago. He kicked the bucket. His name was like Gene Hackman. All right, they say he was about to release some information on that on the Epstein Island stuff, and that's why they deleted him. So I wouldn't be surprised, man. But like I said, everything being exposed. Okay, you got that precept.
It's a Rock 26 and 25 in a GNT, and it says a self-willed woman is a bitch, but a woman with a sense of decency honors the Lord, Yahweh by Shemir Shai. And like the brother was saying earlier, why is that? Because ultimately the source, the source of this rebellion, which rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, so the source of this open rebellion against righteousness is by way of this proverbial self-willed bitch, America, Babylon the Great. Right. Okay, and that's why that very perverse, open rebellious spirit against righteousness has further manifested in these women. Okay, so And this is why in Nahum 3 and 4, it says, because in a multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Okay?
Right.
Through her geopolitics. All right? You know, her international politics. All right? You know, their sodomy. Yeah, that's why Esau sent a camel toe Harris over there to Uganda about a year or two ago to push that alphabet madness on that sodomy on Uganda.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the IMF threatened to Esau threatened to cut Uganda off economically to the IMF, all because Uganda refused to advocate America's sodomite agenda.
Right.
What kind of shit is that, man?
Yeah, the rest of the world really ain't with all that, man. You know, the rest of the world ain't with all that. Because over there in Africa, you do that, in the land of Ham,
They'll kill your ass.
they'll chop your ass up, man.
They'll put you to death.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This is Nahum 3 and 5. It says, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. You know, so it goes into Isaiah 47 chapter, man.
Right.
The Lord would lift up that skirt off the virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right.
Okay, and expose her whoredoms. Okay, her iniquity, her filth, her wickedness.
Right.
Nahum 3 and 6 says, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. So now, you know, you devils, you Edomites are now that new nigga, all right? You're that new gazing stock, that new reproach.
Right.
Or that new byword, all right? That's why a lot of these nations, when you devils go to their country, they'll say, you know, Yankee go home. So many words, man. See?
Hey, so much so to the point where Edomites starting to feel like they persecuted. They try to act like they're oppressed or something.
There's a video earlier.
Yeah.
Posted it, but
Right.
there was a video of an Edomite that was crying. He was a 45-year-old Edomite.
Yeah.
That was crying, and then the brother who did the video said, it was Elder Pascal. Elder Pascal did it. I was on the way over here. Okay, I was listening to Elder Pascal's video, one of his recent videos where he uploaded, where it showed a 45-year-old Edomite bitching and complaining about being in straits.
Yeah.
Okay, and Elder Pascal said that he didn't perceive the dude to be a Jake. Okay, so like it says in Deuteronomy 37, man, those curses are transitioning over from Jake over to you Edomites, man.
Yep.
Right, you other nations, but mainly you Edomites. That's why your Karens are rising up against you through the Me Too movement. Why? Because you are the true sexual deviants,
Yep.
not Jake. So, but yet they gave R. Kelly 30 years, okay, for some stupid ass sex tape, okay. But yet they gave Ghislaine Maxwell 10 less years, and she was, despite the fact that she was the accomplice of Epstein. That's it just further confirms who's ruling the world, man. Okay.
I got a precept on that. All right, I'm gonna hit this one comment, boy. Let's close out soon, man. It's about that time. All right, the brother son of Yahweh put up Isaiah 30:31-1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. That's it. All right, this place is crumbling, man. And these curses that's been on us are now passing on over to Esau, Edom, man. All right, let me get that precept. In Sirach 41, and I'm gonna start on verse 5. It says, the children of sinners, Sirach 41:5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have perpetual reproach. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they should be reproached for his sake. All right, so that's what's happening right now, okay? Like I said, all these nations are looking at America, Babylon the Great, and Esau, Edom, for who Esau really is, right? The thief, all right, the crook, okay, the real criminal, man. All right, continuing on, Sirach 41:8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God, for if you increase, it shall be to your destruction. And if you be born, you shall be born to a curse. and if you die, a curse shall be your portion. All that are of the earth shall turn to earth again, so the ungodly shall go from curse to destruction. The mourning of men is about their bodies, but an ill name of sinners shall be blotted out. Okay, and that's what's going to end up happening, all right, according to Obadiah. All right, Esau is going to get blotted out from history. Okay, that'll be it. All right, but let's go ahead and close out, man. All right, hey, Lord's will was edifying. Salakia. Been a little off with this one, but it's all good, you know. Lord's will, that sacrifice was still pleasing to the Heavenly Father. All right, with that being said, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakudash. And double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. All right, until next time, Shalom and a Bible ball. Shalom, Mark. The water for the priestess, man, sticking with us.